linking to create a relationship between tables. In this database, I have two tables, the customers table and the orders table. Let's have a look at linking these two tables together in order to create a relationship. To do this, we need to go to the Database Tools. Clicking once on Database Tools will bring up the ribbon. Here I'm going to click on the Relationships icon. Here it opens up the Relationships window. Currently there are no tables inside this relationship window, which means I can't link any tables together. So the first thing I have to do is I have to add the tables. In the Design tab that's now visible at the top, we need to click Show Table. This will allow me go and add the tables that I'd like to link. So I'm going to click once on Customers and press Add, and then once on Orders and press Add. So now if I close the Show Table box, I can see these two tables on screen. They can be moved by dragging the name of the table to the left, right, up or down, and we can also increase the size of the table's visibility by going in and dragging, for example, the bottom point of the table. So here I can see all of the fields in the customers table and all of the fields in the orders table. I want to link these tables, so I go to the primary key in the customer's ID, and I need to find a field that's similar to it in the orders table. Here I want to look at the customers and what they're ordering. Every time a customer makes an order, we write down their customer ID, and their customer ID will link back here to tell us who they are, where they live, their phone number, fax and email. So this field here is what links me back to this table here. So these are the two fields that I need to join together. When you drag and drop to link tables, you should always drag from the primary key field. So I'm going to hold down my mouse and drag customer ID from the customers table and drop it on top of the customer ID in the orders table. When I let go, it goes and creates the relationship. To make sure that you've dropped it on the right part, you can see here the table that it's getting the ID from here is the customers table, and we dropped it onto the orders table into the customer ID field as well. So now if I press the Create button, it will create the relationship link between those two tables. This means now if I try to enter a customer ID that doesn't exist, it will point that out and it won't allow me to continue. So every time I write a customer ID into the orders table, it will check to make sure that that customer ID exists in the customers table. So now if I click Close, it'll ask me if I'd like to save the changes that I've made to the relationships. So I'm going to click Yes. And now my two tables are linked. There's nothing visible here on screen to show that they're linked. You'd need to go back into the database tools and into relationships in order to see the link between the two.